One of the many questions I was asked was, how could I make $8,000 to be able to cover my basic expenses? Well, that means you have to make a minimum of $400 a day working 5 days a week. So how can you cover it? And that's a very popular question. How can I cover my expenses by making such little money? And I will answer it with, there's a difference between needing something and wanting something. What we need, God gives us, regardless how, regardless where, what, when, where. And what we want, we might get it. So if you need $8,000, you will make it. You don't have to break your knees and break your head to be able to make that money. You don't have to hustle and bustle. You just have to do your part of working the basics. I know that when I was 10 years old, I made a basic calculation of the expenses my parents have, and then I made a calculation of the income my father has, and it did not add up. So I went over to my father and asked him, Tati, how can you figure out how to pay your bills? It doesn't add up. He told me, Mishain, I tried making those calculations for many years. It didn't make sense, but it worked out. In other words, it doesn't have to make sense on pen and paper. It doesn't have to make sense in our mind, but it works out. Because God does not let us hang. He takes care of us for what we need, not only for what we want, sometimes for what we want also, but what we need, He definitely takes care of. I know that there was a brother of the Rosh Yeshiva of Derech Chaim, which passed away a few years ago. He got married at a older age. He was in his 30s, I believe. And when he got engaged, he was very nervous. He didn't know how he was going to be able to cover his expenses. He knew that his income is X amount, and his expenses up till now were exactly what his income is. So how could he get married without having the money for it? So he went over to a big rabbi, and the rabbi told him, don't worry. Your job of life is to do work to be able to cover your expenses, but not to cover your expenses by money. You do your part of working, regardless how much money you make. Obviously, you have to try to make a little bit more money. And your job is also to get married and have a family. And it's none of your business how God's going to take care of it. Your part is to work and have a family, and God's job is to make it work out. You work and He makes it work out. At the end of the day, you want to make $8,000 a month? I don't know how you can make the money, but what I could tell you is that the more you give it up to God, the easier it will be for you to live every day with a smile, and God will smile with you and take care of you.